Alright, you saw the title of the video. Today we're just talking and reading some of the Am I the A-holes I picked out. If you don't know what Am I the A-hole is, it's basically just Reddit where people will go and post their problems or situation that they're currently having and they'll ask whether or not they're in the wrong. They'll ask if they're the A-hole. I picked out a few good ones, at least I think they're good ones. I only saw titles. I didn't read anything else. I saw titles, picked them out. Let's get right into it. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to split the bill evenly? This is an interesting topic. It's like a lot of people believe that you should pay for your meal, but I don't think splitting the bill isn't a bad thing. Like if you guys decide as a group to split the bill, it's a good thing. But I can understand it because like some people be ODing, bro, when they hear that he's splitting the bill, bro. Like think about it. If you buy like a cool little like $60 meal and the person left to you is out here getting 120, $130 worth of food, I can understand you being like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Nah, you did too much. You did too much for no reason, bro. It's not even about the money. It's a matter of principle. I can understand that then. Alright, let's get right into it. Context: 21 female, birthday girl 21 female, and 8 other guests around 20 to 22 female. Prior to the outing for the birthday, we paid a £100 deposit to secure a table. I calculated my meal cost before this and plus service charge, and I was under around £11.90, which was an issue. Went to dinner and I noticed loads of girls ordering things like steak, lobster pasta, multiple cocktails and sides, but I stuck to my low starter, chicken and chips, plus dessert and 2 drinks. Come to pay, and the $1,000 deposit was taken. I thought it was $100, whatever. The $1,000 deposit was taken off, and there were around 500 pounds left. My meal came out cheaper than expected, so I was essentially owed $21.90. Before I could speak, one of the louder girls said, "Let's split the bill evenly. Don't act broke over here." I contested and said, "I only spent 79 pounds, right? And I'm not going to subsidize an extra 50 pounds. Some people were very annoyed, some agreed, and said it wouldn't be fair, but unfortunately, the louder girls were the ones screaming, "If you can't afford to come out, then don't come out." Bro, I hate people who say that. It's not I can't afford to do it, bro. It's that I shouldn't have to spend extra money because you wanted to be a big bitch. Let me chill. Other than the birthday girl, who was basically staring at the ceiling, I said I don't mind subsidizing the birthday girl, but not for everyone else. See, I understand that. You paying for the birthday girl, I'm cool with that. But everybody else, pay for your own shit. Where was I? Where was I? I lost my spot, Loki. Okay, right here. It turned into a full-blown argument. People were yelling at me and getting extremely wound up. I sat still and responded, "Frankly, I don't owe you a debate. My £100 deposit covers my meal and part of the birthday girl's meal. That's that." I left shortly after because my boyfriend was outside to pick me up. As I was leaving, they kept saying to the birthday girl that I was broke and not to invite me out to places ever again. It be those ones. Woke up to a spew of messages from my supposed friends saying I should have just paid an extra 50 pounds. How is that not? How it's not that serious? And I ruined her birthday. I apologized to her for the hassle, but calmly explained again that her friends were ordering crazy amounts of food. Not all of us did that to prompt splitting the bill evenly. She read my message and just hasn't responded. So like I said, bro, it be the big bitches, bro. it's the only ones that are arguing this, bro. I can understand like you guys split the bill with the birthday girl. You pay for her parts of the meal because it's her birthday. I came out to celebrate her and everything. But if you only spent 70 pounds on your food, bro, and everybody else is buying like 200 plus, you should not have to spend extra money because they want to be big bitches, bro. You shouldn't have to. I'll be honest, you really shouldn't have to, bro. I don't think the person in this Reddit post right here is the a-hole. I just don't. Because you shouldn't have to spend extra money because you have a bunch of big back belugas around on the table, bro. Like, and you can't be like, "Oh, if you can't afford to come out, then don't come out." And it's like, I can afford to come out. I'm just not going to afford to pay for your meals. That's a lot funnier in my head. It was a lot funnier in my head, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't think she's the a-hole. I honestly don't. Like, do I really, like, I understand. I believe in splitting the bill. Like you said, if they all spent like a large amounts of money on food, splitting the bill becomes a little more understandable. But she didn't. Everybody else was out here buying massive amounts of food and then expecting everybody to split the bill evenly. And it's like, aren't you the broke one then? If you saying, if I can't afford to come out, I shouldn't do it, but then you're complaining about paying for your own food, aren't you the broke bitch? Aren't you sitting here trying to like get not a free meal, but a cheaper meal out of me? Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, she's not the a-hole. She's not the a-hole. Let's move on to the next. Am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend that he isn't going to get his dream and he needs to grow up? I understand that this sounds harsh, but I'm not as bad as I sound. So I'm 25 and my boyfriend's 24. We've been together since we were 16. Damn, that's long. Eight years? Damn. But we've known each other for our whole lives. as we have gone to the same schools. Okay. So for a bit of understanding, my boyfriend has always dreamed of being a footballer, which isn't rare, and a lot of people want the same. So for a while, I didn't think much of it and thought he might outgrow the idea and understand that it isn't that realistic. He was not though. He insists that he will go pro and will the winning point for the World Cup someday. Now, I love his ambition, and it's one of his endearing traits, but it's grown to be more of a problem rather than a pro, as he does not have a job and instead goes to the park in football matches in hopes he will get scouted out. Everybody who's played sports, basketball, football, soccer, all of it, bro, has always hoped that they're in the park and they see people passing by and they start like pulling for like some of the most nastiest moves they've done in their lives in the hopes that someone's watching to scout them. It's been a dream for everybody, bro. Everybody has had that dream, bro, that someone will pull up to them and offer them a scout. Hold up, holy shit, sorry. Now they'll pull up to them, offer them a scholarship for college, some shit like that, or offer them a spot on the team, bro. It's been a dream for everybody. Everybody has a dream. Everybody who plays sports has this dream. So I can understand this. But the fact that bro has no job and he's doing this is even worse. That's bad. That's terrible. How is he okay, where was I? Scouted out, and that has holy shit, English, and that this has basically left him relying on me for money. I used to pay for gas until his car broke down. When I refused to pay to fix it, he sold his car, and now I'm left giving him lips everywhere. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Like you're paying. It's a team. If this was not a choice he was making then, I wouldn't be so angry about it, but he chooses not to have a job, and every time I try to bring it up, he says something along the lines, don't worry, I like being a sugar. Oh my god, break up with him. Break up with him. Break up with him. And he will pat my head and walk off, which would give me I'm not gonna lie, break up with him. Break up with him. I'm sorry, you have to. He's stuck in like this very deluded dream of his. This is bad. Anyway, recently with the World Cup, he has not stopped talking about his future and will definitely one day, and was just talking while I was trying to sort out my taxes, and I snapped. This is where I may be a bad person, but I said, you need to shut up and then grow up. You are a full-grown man with dreams of a 12-year-old boy. No scouter is going to be knocking about the cake, knocking on our door and ask you to step up for Ronaldo. Oh my god. You need to get a job in actual life instead of leeching off of me for necessities. By the time the footballers are your age, they retire. So no, they aren't going to pick you up. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This is valid. This is honestly valid, bro. He is 24, and he has no job. He has nothing to his name, and he's constantly trying to get scouted by people who are not looking for him, bro. What is he doing to get scouted besides playing at the park? What is he doing to get scouted besides playing at the park, bro? You're not getting scouted there. What the hell are you doing in your life, bro? And it's just bad. I'm not gonna lie, break up with him. Writing that back does not make me feel like a complete ass, but I couldn't help it. I'm so tired of acting like his mother constantly. I don't have it in me to be in the retirement home telling him that they're going to they're gonna come to recruit him any day now. Anyways, that's it. I guess so. If someone can tell me if I'm the problem, here I am all ears. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Punctuation is not your best friend. I'm sorry, I had to be a dickhead. I had to. I was fumbling little parts here and there because of the punctuation. It's just not there. No commas or periods. Fucking my whole flow up. But if I'm being honest, break up with him. Break up with him. You know him since you were 16. You need to find someone new. And it's not like me being like, oh, being a dickhead, but like he's 24, he has no job, and he only plays at the parks, hoping someone will scout him. It doesn't happen in real life. We're not in a movie, bro. We're not in a movie. What are you doing? He's a grown-ass man with no job, and he's constantly trying to get scouted, but he's not even going to like scouting tryouts or anything like that. He's playing in the park, hoping someone picks him up. He has no money. He's taking him everywhere because he threw his car. He sold his car because he couldn't afford to fix it. He needs it's either you break up with him, you throw him out the house, or he gets a job. It's that simple. It's that he gets a job and goes up a bit. Like there's nothing wrong with chasing out your dreams, because there are some people who still like go on to like play in little arenas on like the lower level of pros, but like you're not making any money, bro. You're not doing anything with your life. So I'm not gonna lie, girl. Not the a-hole. Either you break up with him or you help him get a job. It's either one. And I'll be honest, I'd rather you break up with him than waste your time like trying to what's the word? Damn it. Coddle him into believing that he's gonna one day become a pro. He's not. He's ass. That's why he hasn't got picked yet, bro. But yeah, not the a-hole. On to the next. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key might have to like blur this last word out. Am I the a-hole for not supporting my friend who's dating a child arpurist, you know? Am I the a-hole? Friend of mine was engaged to someone that she later found out was a convicted pedophile. He violated a 5-year, yuck. He served 12 years in prison about 15 years ago. She found him through a mutual friend because this person changed his last name and did not come out clean with. I'm not gonna lie, if you were a convicted PDF, bro, you should not be able to legally change your last name. That should be illegal. That should be, you're on a list for life now. You should be on the list for life with your full name in your photo there. You know what they should do? You know how you get your photo, you get holy shit English. You know how like you have to get your ID updated every few years? They should do it with pedophiles, bro. They should have them get their IDs, their faces, read new photos of the faces, bro, on the website. Bro, they had a spat, but then made up in our. I'm not gonna lie, gang. This is bad. Are you really about to allow this man in your life? Let's keep reading. I had a lot of strong feelings about the topic due to personal experience, and I'm thoroughly disgusted. My friend feels that he has paid his debt to society, and I'm being ridiculous. She herself is a mother of a child. I'm not gonna lie, gang. You are a failure as a mother. Your friend is a failure as a mother. Why would you even like be like, oh, he paid his debt to society? It was he did it 15 years ago. Why would you ever even take the risk? Take the risk of having your child around this sick fuck. This is disgusting. You are a failure of a mother, bro. And you sitting here being like, he did it 15 years ago. He should be forgiven. He did his time already. Doesn't change the fact that he touched a 5-year-old. That he scarred some other person's child. Because he's a sick fuck. That's disgusting. And you, as a person, make me want to throw up as well. The fact that you're okay with this. And you're just like, oh, it's 15 years. You're disgusting. The person that's read on this post, bro, not the a-hole. Your friend is. Your friend is disgusting. The person she's with is a terrible, terrible, not even human being, bro. A terrible pig. He a fucking pig, bro. Disgusting. I spit on. It's disgusting. Oh my god, it's disgusting. You're not the a-hole, but your friend is definitely one, bro. Disgusting. That's just some sick shit, bro. Like, he may have done this time, but doesn't change with the things that he done. And the fact that she's willing to even take this risk is so insane, bro. Who does this? Who really sits here and willingly takes the risk on that? Disgusting. On to the next. Am I the a-hole, female 28, for calling my boyfriend's, male 28, mother a slur after he did the same to my father several times? His entire family hates me now. I'm gonna be honest. Why didn't you break up with this man after the first time he called your father a slur? What do you mean he's called your father a slur several times and you haven't done anything about it? And the only thing you done back was call his mother one. So not only did you not break up with your boyfriend after he called your mother and your father some slurs, you called his mother an innocent bystander a slur. Like, I can understand you, like, you're trying to get like, oh, hey, that takes your own medicine sort of thing, but that never works. So now you're in a situation where you're basically just fucked. Not only is your father being disrespected and you haven't done anything about it, you just disrespected some random ass lady because of what your boyfriend did. I'm not gonna lie, you should have broke up with him already. You should have been broke up with this dude if he's calling your father slurs. Wait, let's read it. After months of enduring my boyfriend repeatedly insulting my father with slurs in private, you see, this person is alone. This makes me think to myself, you're low-key an idiot. What do you mean you've been enduring months of your boyfriend repeatedly insulting your father with slurs? What do you mean months you've been enduring this shit? You should have broke up with him after the first time he did shit. What do you mean? Let's keep reading. I finally snapped. It took her months to finally snap, bro. During a massive fight and horrific slurs against, and used horrific slurs against his mother, calling her a C, a B, and an A. He told her what I said, and his entire household, his mom, dad, and sister, hate me and have completely banned me from their lives. Oh my god, and he's one of those too. Oh my god, he's one of those that can't handle what he dishes out. That makes it even a bigger bitch. Because I protected his secrets about my parents, but he exposed mine, I am the only one facing total fallout and isolation. And his mom is now guilting him for staying with me. They said I cannot come around them or to their home any. Oh my god. Oh no. This is why you should have broke up with him already. The moment he first used slurs against your father, bro, saying calling your father slurs is when you should have broke up with him. Now you're in a situation where all these people now hate you for something that he did to you first, and it's not even looking good because like it's like two wrongs don't make it right, right? Right? It makes another right. I feel like I just said way too much right there. Two wrongs don't make it right. So now you're in a situation where you're double fucked because not only he's still calling your father slurs and shit, and you haven't done anything about it, and now when you actually have done something, is not even good something. You just called a random person some slurs, and now they hate you. That's a bad situation, bro. I know I'm entirely in the wrong here, as is he, and his innocent mother. Now, see exactly. So you did that for no. You're here for no reason. Now you're sitting here just basically fucked. I feel deeply ashamed, and is there any real possibility of fixing my relationship with his family and earning back their trust? I'm not gonna lie. This is done. This right here is done. You shouldn't even be in a relationship with him, bro. What do you mean you fix a relationship with the family? You should break up with your boyfriend. You should have been done that. What are you still doing with him? He's calling your father slurs, and you still with him. Do you not respect your father? Do you not love your dad? You don't love your daddy? You don't love him? Because why are you still with this man when he's calling your father slurs? You should have been left. You should have been left. And now you're trying to fix your relationship with his family now when he... Oh my god, this is so bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is bad. I'm not gonna lie. You an a-hole. He a bigger asshole, by the way. He a dickhead. He honestly is a dickhead. It's that simple. He a piece of shit. He a piece of shit. He a piece of shit. So you basically in a situation where he's less fucked than you are. That's hilarious. And he's the one being a bigger asshole. This is bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just break up with him and it's like burn bridges with everybody else, bro. That's the only solution you got here, bro. It's the only solution. Unless you tell them what happened. I'm not gonna lie. That's the answer. Tell them what happened. Be like, I want to talk to you. But like, I called you that because he's been calling my father slurs repeatedly for months, and I got angry. I honestly didn't mean to say the things about you. It's that simple. Fix your relationship with them, and then break up with him. Boom. Problem solved. On to the next. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on who you think's an asshole, who you don't think's an asshole. I'd love to hear your opinions. And when the next video I post will probably be a longer one, a more like formatted one, like the older videos I used to post. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!